In a world where the older generation of heroes has been incapacitated, three young heroes, Spider-Man, Robin, and Kid Flash, must step up and become the titans of tomorrow. They face the daunting task of carrying on the legacy of their mentors while forging their own path as heroes. As they battle new threats and face their insecurities, they learn to embrace their roles as the future of superheroism. Each of them came from different worlds, different backgrounds, but they all shared a common goal: to protect the world from evil and uphold the legacy of their mentors. At first, the task seemed daunting. The shoes they had to fill were large, the responsibility immense. But they knew they had to step up and become the heroes the world needed. They had to face new threats, ones that were more dangerous and cunning than ever before. But they also had to confront their own insecurities, their doubts, and fears. They had to learn to embrace their roles as the future of superheroism, to forge their own paths while honoring the legacies of those who had come before them. It was a journey that would test them in every way, that would demand their very best. But they were ready. They were the titans of tomorrow, and they would not let the world down. They would fight for justice, for peace, for a better future. And they would emerge victorious, no matter what challenges lay ahead. Robin knew he had to take action, so he used his high-tech gadgets to create a diversion, allowing Kid Flash to sweep in and save the day. But the victory was short-lived as the villains began to regroup and launch a counterattack. Spider-Man stepped up to take the lead, using his spider sense and web-slinging abilities to take the villains by surprise. With the Titans working together, they were able to defeat the villains and save the city. But their victory was bittersweet. As they stood atop a building overlooking the city, they realized the enormity of the task before them. They had saved the day, but what about tomorrow? How could they fill the shoes of their predecessors and become the heroes the world needed? It was then that Spider-Man spoke up. "We may not have all the answers, but we have each other. We are the titans of tomorrow, and we will do whatever it takes to protect this city and the world." With those words, the titans of tomorrow knew that they were not alone. They had each other, and together, they would rise to the challenge and become the heroes that the world needed. As they swung away into the night, the citizens of the city looked up and saw hope. The titans of tomorrow had arrived, and nothing would ever be the same again. As the titans of tomorrow, Spider-Man, Robin, and Kid Flash had faced countless threats, honing their skills and growing into formidable heroes. But they knew that their greatest challenge was yet to come. A new villain, one unlike any they had faced before, had emerged, threatening to destroy everything they had worked so hard to protect. The three heroes knew that they had to work together like never before if they were going to have any hope of stopping this new threat. They set out on a mission to gather intelligence and plan their strategy, each bringing their unique skills and perspectives to the table. Robin used his detective skills to gather information, while Spider-Man scouted the area and Kid Flash calculated the best approach. Finally, the day of the showdown arrived. The Titans of tomorrow faced off against the villain, who proved to be even more powerful than they had anticipated. But the heroes refused to back down, drawing strength from their bond and their shared commitment to protecting the innocent. The battle was long and grueling, with each hero pushing themselves to the limit to overcome the enemy. But in the end, their teamwork and determination paid off. Together, they managed to defeat the villain and save the day once again. As they stood victorious, Spider-Man, Robin, and Kid Flash couldn't help but feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. They knew that they had proven themselves worthy of the legacy of the heroes who had come before them, and that they had a bright future ahead as the Titans of tomorrow.